Hey everybody, what's cooking? This is Z64Dan here with another Skyward Sword update. I hope you enjoyed my last video about the storyline, which was totally released recently and not 5 months ago at all. No sir. Anyway, today we're going to discuss the various items in Skyward Sword. While not all of the information about the items has been released and might not be known until after E3, I'll go through a quick rundown of what we do know, and then have a mystery session at the end for a couple unknown items. Ooh. Firstly, the obvious items, Link's sword and shield. The sword will play an important role in this game, as it apparently has a mind of its own and will likely give Link hints much in the same way that Navi did in Ocarina of Time, or probably Midna from Twilight Princess would be more accurate. You can see here the down icon on the direction pad points to what looks like the face of the sword girl. Maybe by pressing this you can get some annoying hints. The sword, in theory, should have a 1-to-1 control. Obviously this will not be perfect, but Nintendo is working very hard on making it the best they can, so we can only hope. The 1-to-1 sword control will allow the game to have many different puzzles and enemies based on the various sword strikes. For instance, many enemies might only have one weak side and are immune to sword strikes from all the other sides. An example is the Deku Baba enemy, which opens its mouth at a certain angle to attack, and you must strike it inside the mouth and not outside to kill it. This makes the game more difficult than previous Zelda titles where you could basically just keep pressing A and kill everything. Another example is the 4-armed Stalfos dude, which will be pretty annoying to fight, I believe. Mostly because he has 4 arms. I mean, come on. Also, besides fighting, the sword will be used in various puzzles where you have to make an eyeball dizzy or who knows what else. The shield in itself is pretty much the same as previous Zelda games, with one exception. To deflect items, you must push the item with the nunchuck as it hits your shield. It won't automatically bounce back at the enemy like previous games. This makes fighting enemies, again, more difficult, which is great for the Zelda series in my opinion. Also, it's rumored that there might be some type of shield bar which only allows you to block a certain number of hits before you are knocked back, depending on how powerful the hits are. This is just a rumor based on the green bar under the hearts in the new trailer. We'll see at E3 for sure, most likely. The next item is the bow and arrow. This item will take full advantage of Wii's motion control, as it will be controlled by moving both the nunchuck and the Wii remote at the same time, again making the game more difficult than simply pointing and shooting. You can also shoot items out of trees and pin hearts to the sides of walls and reclaim them later. Also, you can shoot bombs, so there's that. There is a rumor that the crossbow might be included also, in which case you probably receive the normal bow first and the crossbow later. I guess we'll see. The next item on our list is the slingshot. Originally, this item came from the Ocarina of Time when Link was just a kid and you couldn't use it as an adult. I imagine you receive the slingshot before you get the normal bow and arrow, though. It might even be one of the first items. This item is just point and shoot, though, so it's a bit easier to use than the bow and arrow, much like their counterparts in real life. Bombs are the next classic item returning from previous Zelda titles. The main improvement with the Skyward Sword bombs is the fact that you can go bowling with these. Using this method you can discover secrets galore, and hopefully some enemies will even stand in groups of 10 so you can keep score easily. Ha ha ha. You can also throw the bombs, obviously, or just drop them on the ground and start running. The choice is yours. That's the great thing about bombs. The first new item to the series is the beetle. The beetle is controlled by turning the Wii remote to fly around. You can use this guy to fly around and pick things up and bring them back to you, or to pick up bombs and break into secret areas. Just don't run into the wall or you'll have to start all over. This is a pretty cool new item and will probably introduce a lot of new puzzle elements to the series, which is great. The second newish item to the series is the whip. This item was actually featured first in Spirit Tracks, but this is the first time it's been on a console game. If you love cutting down grass to look for rupees, you're going to love the whip. Using the controller's 1-to-1 control, you can easily whip in any direction you want to, and pull the Wii remotes back to you to grab items near the whip. Smaller enemies like keys, also known as bats, can easily be destroyed with the whip. However, larger enemies might only be knocked back. However, when they do get knocked back, you might have a great opening to use your sword. Bam! The medicine potion makes a return to the series, except in this game, time doesn't stop when Link takes a drink. The drink is consumed in real time. All you do is press a button and back away from your enemies, unless you want them to interrupt you, I guess. In the E3 demo, the potion was drunk with the minus button. A couple other random items include the heart, which you pick up for life, and the rupee, which you pick up for money. Those are self-explanatory, even though I just explained them. Now we move into the realm of the unknown. Pretty scary stuff. The first unknown item is the Hookshot. It is rumored to have a place in Skyward Sword, and it is very possible that it will be in the game. The rumors stipulate that instead of an automatic device, it is more of a grappling hook, which you must throw with the Wii remote, and then make motions with the remote to actually climb up. So much for that magical little device that somehow lifted Link's entire body infinitely without ever needing batteries. This game is supposed to take place before all the other Zelda games, so maybe the Hookshot wasn't invented yet. Oh well. Now the second two unknown items actually come from the brand new trailer released in early March by Nintendo. The first item looks like a cross between a bomb and the ball and chain from Twilight Princess. Could it be some kind of bomb or some kind of other round item? I honestly have no idea what this item might be, but feel free to comment if you've got any idea. It might be blatantly obvious to some people, but I really have no idea. Some ideas from Zelda forums include the item being the Hookshot, and I can see that it is a possibility that you could put your hand in the round part and the hook would come out the top. Could this be the Hookshot we were just talking about? Another theory is that the item is some kind of potion, or maybe even a bell. The second mystery item is pretty exciting. It either looks like a golden harp or a golden bracelet. I'm leaning against bracelet for the simple fact that you wouldn't need to have this item assigned to the D-pad to function correctly. Another reason to lean towards golden harp is the fact that Zelda games have typically always had some kind of musical instrument. This harp does bear a striking resemblance to the harp used by Sheik in Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is almost undeniable proof that Zelda Skyward Sword will include some kind of instrument and magical songs to play as part of the gameplay. Well, it looks like that's about all of the information I was able to gather on items in Skyward Sword as of April 2011. I look forward to hearing your comments, and also, you should really subscribe to this channel. Seriously. I will have more videos before the release date with more information, and after the game is released, I'll upload video walkthroughs and other sweet videos about Zelda. You should definitely check out my website at zeldaskywardsword.com. That's with hyphens, folks. Until next time, and here is some sweet music to fade out this video. Yeah!